Hello, this is Scott with Rizzo Controls, and in this video, we're going to take a Niagara AX Supervisor and migrate it into Niagara 4. Specifically, my AX station is version 3.8, and my new N4 Supervisor should be Niagara 4.13. The first thing I've got to do is log into my AX station and make a backup. So I have this AX Supervisor, which is the station we're going to migrate, on my local host. And if I log into that station, I can make a backup after I'm logged in. I can right-click that station in my nav tree sidebar and left-click Backup Station. In this case, I'm going to leave this default directory, which is that Backups folder, and click Save. Before we go pulling up a console and trying to do something with that backup, I'm going to hit my Sidebars button here in my toolbar and go down to Jobs. What I'm looking for is that backup I just made here, it has a success, and to verify that timestamp matches. So that was a successful backup. From here, what we want to note is the actual backup location. C drive, Niagara 3.8 stations, AX Supervisor. I'm going to put that text path into a notepad. The quickest way to do that would be to go navigate to that particular path, C drive, Niagara 3.8 backups, and I'm going to copy that particular path and drop it into a notepad. Now I'm not done with that. I also need the name of that backup file. So because I kept the default, this is case sensitive, I will punch in that file name. Now you could also right-click that file, rename it, and copy it this way. That's perfectly fine. That would work the same way. Now that we've got the entire path here, I'm going to copy the entire path and go open up a writable console for the version of Niagara I want to run this supervisor in. So I want it in 4.13 this week. I'm going to go into my bin folder. And in my bin folder of Niagara 4.13, I'm going to double click console. I'll give it the administrator privileges that it wants. And I'll type n4mig space. If you are overwriting an N4 station because your previous migration failed, make sure you have this option -O. O as an Oscar. In my case, I shouldn't need that because I don't have an N4 station with the name AX Supervisor. I use Control-V to paste that entire path and file name and click Enter. Here I have to pick a template, whether it's for a default controller like a Jace or an S for a supervisor. In this case, I will type S for my migration template and click Enter. And there it is. That migration's complete. You can check out the actual migration report to see what might have went wrong, and where our target or where our new N4 station is under the user home, my 4.13 Vicon build, and the name of that station is actually N4 Supervisor. I can use this station copy here, AX Supervisor, to send it to a Jace or a provisioning Jace or even other supervisor's platform. In this case, I want that same supervisor running on this same computer, so I'm going to get my platform daemon for 4.13 running. And the way that I'll do that is in that same writable console, I can write plat space install daemon, and that'll run the daemon for 4.13. If you use the workplace launcher or AX switcher, they'll effectively do the same thing. Now that my 4.13 daemon is running, I'll punch in WB for workbench, and it's going to launch the Vicon build for Niagara 4.13. Now that my Vicon workplace for N4 is launched, I'm going to log into my platform. Here, I'm logged into my supervisor's platform. I'm going to copy the station from my user home here in the left side of my view pane to the right side. And in here, I should find my AX supervisor station. If I copy it to the right side, which is my daemon home, it'll first give me an option to rename this. And maybe AX supervisor is not such a great name anymore. Maybe I'll put underscore migged for an abbreviation for migrated. I'll click next, and start after install sounds perfectly fine. I don't want to auto start just in this particular scenario. Click next and then finish. After this is done copying over, I can go into the application director, and as soon as this station says running, I'll be able to log into it. And that's how we migrate an AX station into N4 and take that migrated station and run it as a supervisor. Ta-da!